Hey all, I hope all of you are going good. So this is our new video. Here we are continuing the different types of variable. So the next category is based on mutability. So based on mutability variables, we can categorize into two: mutable variables and immutable variables. So mutability means if we can change the value. So mutable variables are nothing but the values of the variable we can modify after they created. So there are different types of variables coming under this list, dictionary, sets. In all, we can change the value after creating. And in case of immutable variable, we couldn't able to change the value after creating that. For example, for integer a equal to 10 or a floating point, string, tuples, on these category, we couldn't able to modify the value that we created. So these are the classification based on mutability, and I will explain with some example also. And along with that, we can just simply check the different variable types based on data types. So this is actually the categories I explained earlier, like integer, float, string, boolean, list, tuples, dictionary, and set. So here, integer variables. So integers are from the word itself, we already know what is an integer. So if I am creating a equals to 10, and this is what we can call it as an integer variable. It's an integer variable. And then the next category. So we can use any number here as a value of this variable. The next category, float variable. So in the float variable, let me write b equals to 5.5. So this is a floating point value. Let me do a print statement for the value. Let me run it. So here you can see it's coming as 5.0. So this I created as a floating point value. So in Python, we don't need to mention that a separate type. It will automatically take the type. So for getting to know about the type of this, we can simply write type and bracket the name of the variable. It will give what type of that variable is. Here we are getting that as a floating type. Clear? Now, string variables. So we all know string, what is a string, but let me just explain a bit of that. So here I'm writing C equals to cat. So there you can see there are three letters, CAT. So this is a string which contains a combination of alphabets. So we have to use quotation marks for that, single or double quotation. We should use at the beginning and ending of that variable. So variable name. And here when I try to print the value C, actually when I do here, the result will come like this way. Okay, so this is a string type of variable. Now the next category is Boolean variable. So Boolean, for Boolean we have two values, true or false. So let me just write B1 equal to true. So this is a Boolean variable with the value as true. So when I try to print using this print statement, it will come as true. So Boolean can have two values. One is true and one is false. Clear? So this is integer, floating point, string, and Boolean. Okay, two values. And that will actually whether we logged into somewhere, whether we use it or not. So in the yes or no question in all area, we can use this Boolean. Now the next category, let me tell you list variables. So list one of the important thing that we are using while writing Python programs. For getting group of items or more than one items, we can assign to a variable by using list. Multiple items in a single variable. Now I am writing fruit or fruits equals to. And first I am writing apple. I want to store all these inside. And then let me write cherry, and then we can write orange. So all these are coming to this variable fruit as a list. So we'll try to use a print statement to get the values. Yeah. So this is called list. And here automatically these items will have an index number. Apple will have an index number 0, cherry will have 1, orange will have 2. So if we want to access one value from this, we can simply write the name of the list and a square bracket, and square bracket we are using for indicating list. And here if I am writing the index number, as a result of that we will get that particular item only. So cherry is coming in the location 1, so that same cherry is getting displayed here after writing fruit 1. Now the next category of variable we can say that as this one, tuple. So tuple is also very similar to list, but for that we have to use circle brackets or parenthesis. So here let me write TP equals to square bracket, no, square, circle brackets. And here we can write, I am writing ABC, then DEF, then let me go with the GHJ, and the quotation mark should be there. And this is, we can call it as tuple. So the same way we are getting it actually here, and let me just try to print it. Print TP will help us to get that tuple value. So this is actually how it should be. So these are the different types of variables based on the data type.